feel about seeing Captain Jack again?
Oh, my trousers. Oh, sorry.
You know, the pre-air, the voiceover person, and said something like, "And now we welcome back a blast from the past." And I actually heard that and I sat and went, "It's what Judoon."
And it started so low key, and there was Ruth just kind of like going around about her day, looking really, really cheerful and happy. My sister said it looks like a tampon commercial. She was like so like skipping through the streets in joy. And then there was her sort of weird husband and the really weird guy from the bakery who like, should have been in jail for God's sake. Like, here's a cake about how you should leave your husband.
And she's like, "Oh, you're such a joker, Alan."
So that, I thought, was all just kind of standard, silly setup. I was like, that, you know, I didn't really think that much of it. And then, like, halfway through, or 20 minutes in or whatever, the episode just exploded.
When? Where? How? What? Okay.
Holy f***ing what an episode that was. He noticed it first. And he's like,
And you're like, the moment Jack appeared, me, Jamie, and my mum, much to the confusion of my dad, all said,
All my thoughts are so convoluted and mixed up, and it's a mixture of excitement and happiness, also fear and nervousness and just general confusion. Also, I kind of loved it.
There was so much. That was like a 3-parter.
My reaction, I was grinning like a Cheshire cat. I think it's probably my reaction. And by the time it was revealed it was the Roof Doctor, I'm going, oh my god!
Oh, Captain Jack. See when he appeared, my face lit up. I'm like, oh, my boy Captain Jack's back.
Hearing Captain Jack's voice again and seeing him, oh, it was like having gravy smothered all over my face in the most lovely way, just like the right tepid temperature. Not too hot, that scalds me, just enough to lavish in. Like I'd have a bath in John Barrowman if I could. If he was a liquid, I'd have a bath in him.
they kept that quiet.
Yeah.
They kept, and with John Barrowman, for God's sake, it's
a whole ruse he did. You know, the fact of, I'm just renovating my flat in Cardiff, and he actually ended up to do it because it was his cover story. He ended up doing it as well, just to make it plain.
That's dedication.
Brilliant. Yeah.
That's dedication and passion and love right there.
I honestly didn't think anything of it when he said he's renovating his flat in Cardiff because I knew he had a flat down there. Because it was the same flat apparently that Sarah Elizabeth Sladen stayed in when she was doing Sarah Jane Adventures.
Really? Was it?
Yeah.
I don't think he's aged that much, to be honest.
No, not much more.
But I generally don't notice these things. But I didn't have my glasses on, so I don't know.
Well, any episode with Captain Cat's a good episode for me, so I'm happy there.
You know what the fandom's like? You know how they're like, that smudge in the background looks a bit like Rose Taylor? So I was like, it's Captain Jack coming back, and then it must just be. I was like, it must just be a guy who sounds like him because I knew it was like a sound-alike on the audio. You know, like over the trailer or something. Well, it's just gonna be a guy that sounds like him. So when his voice came over and it said like "looking good" or something like that, I was like, oh, here's a guy that sounds like Captain Jack. He's got the fandom all excited, and then actual Captain Jack came out.
I hadn't heard that it was going to be him, that he was going to be in it. So for me, it was kind of just totally.
Surely she can't be before Hartnell, because if she was before Hartnell, she wouldn't have the TARDIS being the police box design. So that makes no sense. And Hartnell's been very, very clear that he's the original Doctor. And also, it can't be between Pertwee and Troughton, because Pertwee starts off in Troughton's clothes. Also, the TARDIS wasn't working then, so how would Ruth get it to go off planet? So that doesn't make any sense either. In my mind, there are only two possible theories. One is some kind of alternate universe Doctor that we haven't known about before, but could possibly be a thing. Or alternatively, maybe there were like previous life cycles of the Doctor, and maybe the Time Lords did like horrible war crimes to like reset everyone's memories. I don't know, possibly.
If not, she's in between Troughton and Pertwee. Either one of them would work fine.
Does this mean that the Gallifreyans are building weapons that stop regeneration? Because that's quite dark. If they're building reference to kill Time Lords, the CIA, who I assume were the people she worked for, that you're not allowed to leave. It's obviously the Celestial Intervention Agency, I would assume. She is the Doctor had a previous incarnation cycle that they don't know about, and one of those was the other, one of the founders of Gallifreyan Society, which I've always liked. But I also think it might not be a past thing, it might be a future thing, because I've got this idea that the Doctor's cycle, regeneration cycles, loop round in each other, and the Doctor has been the other and will be again. The way that Tom Baker turns up as revisiting an old face, I think it actually means that the Doctor will once again be the fourth Doctor at some point in the future. Don't actually explain how that works, I just like it. And I call it the Once and Future Doctor because I like the name.
I loved her outfit. I thought her outfit was fantastic.
Very Doctorish.
Yeah, very Doctorish.
Very traditional Doctorish as well. It's not the out there Doctor's costumes we've been having more recently.
A TARDIS, amazing. It was such a feast to experience. When she broke the glass, I knew she's a Time Lord, but I think it must have been at the moment where you see police underneath and it just all sort of falls into place. Like, she's the Doctor.
No, I got the fact it was a Time Lord when she got the text message. That's what I thought. There must be some sort of chameleon arch thing there with the memories and things like that. I started to remember, and just afterwards, or just before, her other half, Lee, he's effectively doing the Martha role, the companion role, like Martha was in Queen of Nature, and it kind of fits. Second viewing, and I've seen it twice. There's a lot more clues to think this could be the Doctor. The mirror that she looks in the mirror is hexagon shaped, similar to TARDIS roundel. The door of the lighthouse is blue, TARDIS blue. That was another thing. And those are the two things I'm thinking. That's clues that the Doctor. The fact that she knew a lot of history. That's another clue.
The wee bit at the beginning where she's looking at her watch.
Yeah, they had blue handles on it.
Yes.
So there's all these different clues that you've got in it that's really intriguing. And you only see it on a second watch. The first watch you don't realise, but the second watch you see it. Some people are saying season 6B, which is the bit between Pertwee, between Troughton and Pertwee, when Troughton's Doctor has been forcibly changed. And there seems to be this whole fan film about Devious, which is obviously a variation of that. Somebody said to me, the Morbius Doctor, I'm going, go away. The other faces were Morbius, shut up. I think it's a parallel.
I like the idea of parallel universe Doctor. It's got something to maybe with alternate timelines.
Yes.
Maybe the Master is the same as well. Maybe the Master is
an alternate
timeline. Maybe not a parallel universe, but an alternate timeline Master.
That could be an idea.
Something that's happened, consequently maybe to do with Dr. Gallifrey. Who can say that these alternate incarnations are appearing? But we don't know. I mean, there's the whole other thing that's brought into it as well. I mean, the one thing I will say about the sixth season B theory is that character, the other Time Lord, Gat. She had CIA written all over her.
Yeah,
she has got CIA written all over her. So she's obviously some sort of Time Lord secret agent, assassin, hand.
Well, I suppose when you think about Fugitive, obviously that's what the Doctor was still at that point. So that's possibly what it could be. So it's possible. It's possible.
Are we really going to be making with the number system of where each Doctor sits this time? Because I have no idea where we are on numbers now. So they keep adding something in to mark it up somewhere.
The Doctor's in the wrong universe. There's something wrong here. Each Doctor doesn't know who they are. I feel as though the Doctor's in the wrong universe. I mean, you've got the invasion of when the second Doctor was, or Doomsday with the 10th Doctor. The companions didn't think, oh wait a minute, they didn't know who the Cybermen were. So, I don't know, get me wrong, but they should know who the Cybermen were because of the 10th Doctor and what happened with the invasion of the second Doctor and all that. So
it's an interesting concept, but it's only one of many at this stage, because could it be before everything we know about the Doctor? Could it be between second and third? Could it be somewhere, something along the lines of Day of the Doctor, where they've met but they don't remember it because they went all back to their own time period,
Could be that.
that period's forgotten about. If they do, it's a bit of a cop-out because they've done it once and know you're going to work twice, but if that's what they do, that's what they do.
I think that I agree that she probably must be an alternate universe Doctor.
That is my favourite theory, and I'm surprised, slightly surprised tonight, how many people feel instead that she is in the Doctor's past. I don't think she is. It's a very rich concept for, rich, it's there for the taking. And I think it's an interesting thing to explore. And I think what John says is interesting, that it might be that the Doctor's gone into the wrong universe because the companions don't seem to know what they should know. But then again, humanity's memory does seem to be sort of weird.
Yeah, it does seem to be a little bit lax. Like, the whole world is invaded by Daleks. Who are the Daleks? The whole world is again invaded by the Daleks. Who are those boxes over there? The Daleks.
Wait, you're saying aliens exist?
What?
Real aliens?
Oh my god!
I really hope, I trust Chibnall enough not to come back and say, oh, actually, it turns out it was just a really strong biological shield or something like that. No, she is the Doctor.
Okay.
From a parallel universe.
I mean, I like you trusting Chibnall enough for anything, but I trust him enough for that.
He has got me this series to trust him that much that he's not. It's as long as it's not a total cop out of no, it's just a really strong biological shield, which no one seems to think it is. So that's good. I think she is the Doctor, and I think she's a very interesting incarnation of the Doctor because you see elements of existing Doctors. I think she's very like Nine to me. Do you not think? She's something of the Nine
she's
about
straight
her.
to the point, and she's got some of the sternness of One in his more sterner days. Like just going, stand there. We're taking off. Let's go. We're in the ship. We're doing this right now. And like Jodie's like, blah, 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 being a very sort of new world Doctor, sort of going, well, what about this? Any of this Sonic's like, well, I don't need the Sonic. Get out of my way. We're taking off.
Yeah, because the Ruth Doctor is a very action-taking Doctor, and then 13's just round there being a dork. Which I like because it goes to show that you're kind of like, that's so 13. And I didn't think for a while that I really had that sense of affection and recognition with the characters now. But yeah, I saw the contrast between them. That was like, they both seem like the Doctor, but they seem like different Doctors. And yes.
I feel like, in my opinion, it was probably the best episode since the Russell T Davies era, particularly in 2007, especially the Judoon and Captain Jack being in it. I felt like that was a very Russell T Davies, David Tennant era kind of feel to it.
There's still the same complaints of the companions are pointless. They were really quite pointless. Even in this one, they were like, what are we doing with them? We're sending them to Captain Jack one at a time to be flirted at. Fair enough, you know. There was lovely wee bits. The bit when the Doctor was walking up back to the companions after all of this, she did look properly shell-shocked. Like the way you'd expect someone to be like, what just happened? That was really well done, and I thought it was interesting. She pushed them away, her companions, and that's not been this Doctor's MO. She was literally in I'm thousands of years old. How long have I known you for? You don't even know I was a man until 3 episodes ago, and all this, and so therefore, that's not what she normally does. That's more a different Doctor thing, and I thought, well, that's interesting. This has really affected you, obviously. Why wouldn't it? It was a huge and a vast episode. Like even you forget the lone Cyberman. It's coming back from the past. Don't give him what he wants. And he's like, what does he want? Sarah Connor? Because that's the plot of Terminator. Sorry. And I did like that they remembered that Judoon are not the police. They're a bunch of mercenaries who've read one too many Judge Dredd comics. I did like that. I thought that was because people have started to think of them as the police. It's like, they're not. They're good delusions, but they're not the police. I love that the Ruth Doctor was saying, I land a bit away from your TARDIS, of all the temporal shenanigans. And you remember Day the Doctor, where there's 3 of them sitting in a row in the under gallery quite happily, nothing happening, 3 TARDISes right next to each other. God, the moment was a powerful thing.
Yeah, the only concern I had was it definitely was plot light. It was a lot of exposition and not a lot of development in that respect, plot-wise.
Plot-wise, I mean, it wasn't much, but they did a lot with it.
Oh, they did a lot with it, yeah.
It was wee, but they were busy with it.
If that's going to set up the rest of the season, I think we're in for a crack at the end, especially the Cyberman win. The lone Cyberman. Yeah.
It makes it sound like he's like some sort of gunslinger in the West,
Possibly.
Possibly could be.
That could be the timeless charm.
Possibly. I was a bit...
Probably not.
No, I think it was. I think the Cybermen have been a bit done to death over the past few seasons, so I was quite disappointed they went doing another Cyberman story.
Well,
it's like they've been done more than the Daleks, and use another classic villain or do something new, but it did slightly annoy me again. It's like, oh well, it's another Cyberman
You've
story.
got to have the Cyberman appear with each Doctor once if you can, and the same with the Daleks, so that might be just out of the way.
Okay.
Get out of the way, so I suppose in that respect, if they do it in a good way, I wouldn't mind.
No, as long as it's done well, it's fine, but I just thought they'd been done. Same with the Master as well. When the Master was brought back, I thought the Master's character needed a good long rest. But what a revelation that turned out to be, and the story was Sacha Dhawan's handsome Master was brilliant.
Yeah, that's one good thing I have noticed is they've kept the secrets.
Good. This is what we want.
They've kept the secrets, which is good, and it seems to keep going as well. You always seem to have a surprise, which is always nice.
I mean, I know it annoys the out of us when we don't. There's no leaks. There's nothing. There is no tidbits.
I'm happy with that, to be fair.
It's when the show's actually shown on telly, it's worth it. That dry spell for information is worth it.
Even though I've watched it twice, I still can't get behind around half of it. And then what is it with the Alliance? That can make me feel like what that is. Is that a new unit like Doc was saying? Or is that something completely different? Is that the time agent type thing?
Yeah.
What? And then we've also got the Lone Cyberman. So obviously, if Jack's in the message for that, he must return in that episode or near about after that episode. So it's a lot to take in.
Well, the Time Lord said, "Glory to the Gallifrey." I don't think the Gallifreyans would say something like that. Again, I think that's another. I don't think that's the normal, universe that the canon Doctor Who has. Gloria, I didn't get that at all. So I think this is a big deception with Chibnall. I'm surprised it was written by Chibnall. But my favourite writer is this Vinny Patel. I really like this person and hope that this person writes more.
I think this is giving Jodie a lot more to do, and it's all the better for it.
Yes, because this, because as I was saying in previous videos, for me, she arrived when she was with the Master in Spyfall Part 2, and I was like, there is the Doctor. This is now showing the stuff that I've wanted to see all along. Like Jodie, like somebody else said it well, walking back quite shell-shocked from meeting Ruth's Doctor was mental, because it's great just seeing the some of that amazing acting that I know Jodie Whittaker can do finally being given the writing to come out, and seeing her like other people said with the companions going, I'm thousands of years old, what do you know about me? You don't know me. And they're like, aye, but we know you now, and we know you're good now, and you should remember that. We're all going to stick together one way or another. And actually, it made it into quite a nice, powerful moment for a second, when I'm with many other people and feeling that it's been hard to care some of the times recently about all the companions and the relationship that they have with the Doctor. And this was a moment where you're like, certainly for me anyway, I just believed it there.
Because they actually have an arc now that relates to each other, which is this question of them beginning to wonder who the Doctor really is and can they trust her. And then in this episode, it seems like they've made that decision that, do you know what, they know her now and they do trust her now, and maybe she needs to open up to that as well.
This is mind-blowing. And a complete U-turn for Chibnall going, oh no, we're not doing anything about the past. And this is like, get me a shovel. How much of the past stuff can you shove into one episode?
General confusion. Also, I kind of loved it. It was most engaged I've been in Doctor Who in a very, very long time, which is saying a lot. I was definitely never bored throughout it. I mean, did it work though? I don't know. I don't think you can really fully say whether this episode worked and works well as part of the season and by itself until we really know what the whole revelation is later at the end. So I guess it's really all to play for. I think Chibnall's got a massive toy box to play with now, and it's really the ball's in his court. And it's going to either go, either very, very well and very, very interesting and very, very, revelationary, or it could be very, very convoluted and very messed up. But we don't know. But either way, I'm very excited to find out.
I think this might be my favourite ever Jodie episode, genuinely, and possibly by some margin. I know there's a lot of setup, and I don't know if they'll stick the landing because this is a hell of a landing to do. But I don't know. But I thought it was brilliant.
I mean, I'm not against them swapping and changing things up. I mean, we've got this year will be 57 years on the telly.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a good thing that they can come up. Somebody can come along and shake up the canon and change the way we look at it. I mean, I know a lot of purists will hate it, but that's the nature of the show. Unfortunately, it's like
I'm open to it.
It's just like, for a show about time travel, you can't live in the past.
Absolutely.
You've got to look forward and embrace change and perspective and stuff like that. So
yeah.
For me, it was more of an arc story to build the next, what to come. Just so much to take in. Where do we even start? Look at Doctor, Jack, new Doctor, Judoon, Alliance, some Gallifreyan women. Okay?
Yeah.
Where do we start with that one?
Yeah. Totally lost by it.
It's one of those ones, always time will tell when it's a good episode or not.
Yeah.
It's probably the loudest and happiest I've been for an episode in a long time. I would probably give it a good 7 or 8.
9.
Because you
Loved it.
Because it's one of those stories you've got to take
It's a part 1 or 2 or 3, I think.
It's one of those ones where you've just got to take, right, okay, there's no story to this. It is just a bridge of what to come next. If you take the story out of it and disregard the point of being a story to it, other than something happened in order for the event to happen, you can rate it higher than you've made it pretty low. If you're looking for a story, this might not be the episode for you.
Hopefully.
But I don't think we'll find the answer this season. I think we might find a beginning of the answers, and it might spread over time because of too much. When we get Time of Child, we get Alliance, another Doctor, a long Cyberman. It's too much to walk into one episode in the very end, or a double episode if that's what you choose, because it just won't work. It'll be too much, too claustrophobic, and it'll just be out of place. And it'll be, why did they even bother adding this one? Because they'll need to disregard that, they'll need to disregard that.
I hope this will all end at the end of the series.
It's like it's more than we've had in a finale for years, and it was in the middle of a series.
That is so true, because like Graham disappears, he lands somewhere, and you're like, what the f***? It looks kind of like a TARDIS. Is it a TARDIS? What's going on? Where's the I know that voice. Ha! It's come Jack! And he's in, is it a TARDIS? What's he saying? Time scoop? What? Who's he getting chased by? Who's shooting him? What's going on? Is he going to get the others? Oh! Is he going to meet Jodie? What's going to happen? Wait, is he going to meet 13? What's going to happen? Wait, what's going on in this other room? Oh no, Jack's gone! Where's Jack gone? Oh, she's a Time Lord! Ha! And it just kind of was just like, just.
And yeah, okay. So can we talk about the fact that nothing happened all the way through series 11 And then series 12, we've got the Timeless Child, the Master coming back, Gallifrey's destroyed again. There's another character who claims to be the Doctor, but it's impossible, she can't be the Doctor. Also Captain Jack's back. Also there's a lone Cyberman somewhere to do with the lions. No! Like, how is he actually going to wrap all this up? I don't know, but I am choosing to have faith because it's exciting. I really hope that Chibnall fulfills what he set up, and I'm cautiously optimistic that he will, because I mean that was stellar.
It was. That Doctor Who's back being engaging, exciting, and something that I want to run and talk about with my friends again, and that is that's a really cool feeling.
Don't forget to click below and subscribe to the official Doctor Who Glasgow YouTube channel, and click the bell for things. Also, David is a lovely man. If I had to invite David round to my humble abode, I would make for him a lemongrass risotto with a kaffir lime leaf tapenade. That's the meal I envision between me and David, if he would have me. But I don't know. I'm too socially awkward to ask him and myself. But maybe for the guise of a camera in my face, I can express my true feelings for him. But you know, that's for next week. Stay tuned next week for the continuing developments of my relationship with David Charing.